Welcome to day 15 in our adventure through Wildmount. Let's find ourselves a evil enchanter, shall we? So, first things first, our fate roll. 88 and 43, nothing happens. As always, there's nothing I have in my inventory that we can copy, so we're currently in this hex here. We defeated a few of the bandit clan members from Cahul. 4 of them are now dead, but there are more. We are on the lookout for Stonegrass, where we should find evil enchanter, so I feel like we should move on. Let's go in this hex here and grab the first story point. 02 event table. So let's grab the wilderness event table from the Solo Toolbox Adventure, which we roll a d100. 27 is a hurricane. So because we're at the coastline, we do have a sea next to it. Now, I wanted to find out which one. 1, 2, 3, or 4? 2. So this one is ocean. So as always, for me, an ocean tile has to connect to another ocean tile. So 1, 2, 3, or 4. 3. 1, 2, 3. So because the hurricane starts to build up, there's no way into Frostgate at the moment, but they try and run into this forest to find cover. Let's see how long it takes them. 3 hours. So I would say for the wind and the sand that's hitting them and the water that's coming down, stuff that is flying through the air, they get hit and they all take 3 points of damage. At the moment, Steve is with us. Alex's older brother. I use him the same as a human fighter level 3, the same as Tammy is. So I'm going to, at the moment, use that at the same hit points. So now they're in a forest. Let's see what happens next. 53. Move toward a threat. Okay, there are not a lot of threats on our list, as always. We had plotline 20 at the moment. Let's see. 23. Choose most logical plotline. So we have to move toward a threat. One thing we definitely want to do is find Scott Parker in Stonegrass. So while they're looking for shelter, they see a sign in the forest that shows them the way to Stonegrass and is pointing east. So we now know that in here, Stonegrass must be on this side of the map. So they're definitely heading that way. We are at the moment somewhere here. So let's grab another story point and move towards east. 43. NPC negative. So let's find out which NPC that we get. Character 10, the priest Lawrence Davis. Let's see what the mythic cards will give us for subject and action. Expose victory, but it's a negative. How about this? While the hurricane comes down a bit. They're walking through the forest, and on one of the trees, there's a note, like a poster, a wanted poster, but more of a it's a search poster, not a wanted poster. So they are looking for the priest. On the poster, it says that priest captured by bandit clan, and this is a picture of the priest. Tammy, who was with him, she saved him once from the bandits. She remembers his face, and he got captured again. So we have the exposed victory reversed, and it says on the poster 50 gold coins who can bring him back safely. So let me put this in as a thread. So Cahul at the moment is west from us, quite a long way west from us. But also the bandit clan ambushed us last time next to this hex, so fairly close. So it could be that the priest is really close from us. We will look around, but we don't make it a primary thread because we don't know how long this poster was up or if it's even still worth anything. So they make a move east to find. Yeah, let's head east to see what we can find there. So let's find out what we can see here. 12 is ocean. This one here. Another ocean. This one here. 7 are mountains. I feel like they have to move through the mountains at this point. This took us 4 hours. We're at 11. Now 4 is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're in the mountains, so let's see what happens. 16. New NPC. So while going up the mountains, they come across someone new. It is a female. Let me use my favorite tool for NPCs, the 5e NPC interaction generator. And let's see what's her initial disposition to us. A 15. Curious. They will answer the character's question, but only after a need is met first. So let's find out her need. D10. 4. Someone robbed them. The NPC wants to know who that was and hopefully get their stuff back. Okay, so we find a woman. Didn't we have that before? I feel like it's close to one. Where we found Carol the first time, didn't we? Okay, so we find a woman that was robbed. Now, question. Was it the bandit clan? Let's say it was very likely that it was. So we get 3 cards and we need 1 yes from that. Let's see. yes, exceptional yes. So it was definitely the bandit clan. So let's say the woman has very few hit points left. She does not look good. So we're going to put a cure wounds in her. 2d8 plus our spellcast is +3. So 5, 6, 7, 10 points of healing. So as she gets better, she's really thankful for helping us. Other way around. She's really thankful that we helped her. So we asked her, We asked her what was the last thing, or what did you see for the people that robbed you? And she basically tells us, she basically describes the boss of the bandit clan. That wasn't part of the group that attacked us, ambushed us last time. We only had 4 minions of him, let's say it that way. And she tells us that they described the boss to us, and there were one other guy with them, together with 2. So the bandit boss, 2 of his minions, and 1 other guy. Should be the priest, shouldn't it? Okay. She tells them that she's coming from Stonegrass. Go back to Castledraft. She sold a few things in Stonegrass, but the clan, they took everything from her. So we're definitely giving her some rations. I don't track them since play 2 or play 3. And let's give her a few gold. Let's see how much we have in here without the bag of holding. Yeah, let's give her everything we have here. So there are 2 silver, 8 copper, and 4 gold coins. Remove that, and we tell her that we have a look for the bandit clan. We are definitely looking for them now because we know they're on the path in front of us. So we have a pretty good chance of getting the priest. Ask her name. As soon as we know something more, we will get back to her maybe. Her name? 47. Liza Price. As we move up the mountain, do we see anything? Let's do perception check. Against 3. We need a 3 to beat. We have a 2, but we have advantage 15. So there is something in front of us in the mountains. Now let's use these 2 to get a description. Let's see, description. Fiercely messy. So we see a campsite that is totally messed up. Tents are shredded. Everything is lying around. Does this look humanoid or animal-like? The destruction. Let's say it's a 50-50 chance that, yeah, let's say it's a 50-50 chance. 1 to 10 it was an animal, 11 to 20 it was humanoid. 7 it was an animal. Okay, so they have to be careful. Should we do a stealth roll? I'm going to roll this off camera. This is the DC they have to beat for the stealth roll. I'm not going to tell, and let's see how stealthy they are. So Alex has a +3 and advantage. 15, 11, so 15. He has an 18. Now Tammy, they both have advantage +6. So 12 +6 is also 18. And let's use 4 and a 10, 16. Okay, so they are pretty stealthy. Now, the animal that I rolled had a 16 to beat. We had 18, 18, and there is a slight chance that the animal will find them because of the roll of Steve. You have to keep that in mind. But we're still going to look around this campsite to see if we can find anything. So let's do an investigation. Is it perception? It's perception. Okay. So the camp has a 16. And We have a 15, also 16. So we do find something in the camp. Question, is it an item? Let's say it's very likely an item. So we get 3 cards. And any yes will be yes. So it is an item. You know what that means? My favorite book, Arcane Artefacts by Madeleine Hale. Let's see what we find. Okay, chapter 1, 59. It's jewelry. So we see something glistening in this camp. Bond slip bracelet. A bracelet of twine with a single iron bead. Now, let's do a Arcana check to see if we know anything about this bracelet. It has a 15. So Alex rolls a natural 1. He has absolutely no idea. He shows it to Tammy and Steve, and they have both a -4. Tammy a 9 and 10 from Steve. So they have absolutely no idea. So because they're not sure what it does, he does not take it on his wrist, but he will put it in his inventory. Maybe they find someone that can help them identify it. So we ask ourselves if this could be something that could have belonged to Liza. Now, is there anything else that we find? Let's say unlikely. We get 2 cards and we need 2 yeses. So 1, 2, and both need to be yes. No one yes. So we don't find anything else. Now we add another 4 hours. It's 7 in the evening. They're tired, but let's grab another story point. 62. Move away from a threat. Okay, let's see. Plotline. 14. That's nothing. A new plotline. Okay, while they're walking, let's grab a story point for, let's say it's a big goal for him to do this. I'm using Tammy's as well. And we get the theme 3, so social. And he has power over others. A character has power over other characters in some way, shape, or form in this turning point. This power puts the character in a commanding position in regards to the others. So, how about Steve was in power over the others in his group? So Steve was the leader of his group, but he moves away from it. So he sees how his little brother became independent without him. Steve sees how his little brother became independent over the years, and he likes to see him in control of things. So he steps back of being a leader, or bossing him around, or telling him what to do. He just lets him lead. He will follow him. Yeah, I like that. I feel like they're moving up the hills forward because they don't want to stay in this camp that was put to pieces from a wild animal. So let's grab another story point. 12. Oh, that was close for a creature. New NPC. So while moving up, we find a new person that's coming down the hills. It is another female. There are a lot of females. What is her disposition? Natural 20. Friendly. Offers one rumor and answer to any question. So we see someone in another camp and we ask her if she saw the bandit clan, those 4 bandits, let's say it that way. And she tells us that yes, she saw them. Did she? 13. Yes, she saw them. They moved. She saw them when moving up the mountains this morning. They did not see her. She was able to hide from them. They did not look friendly. Not all of them, at least. One looked different. Should be the priest, should it? And let's see the rumor she gives us. D100. 27. Okay. A person heard of a place in a location with a place peculiarity. So she tells us that if we wanted to, we can stay overnight here with her. So she would be alone and we will have a place to stay. The fire is burning, everything looks nice. They're tired, hungry, and everything. So let's roll a few things up. A person. She tells us a story. That 14. The miller heard of a place. D10. A 2. Heard of a temple. In a location. 5. On a hill. With a place peculiarity. Another D10. 4. All sources of light gradually expire when entering or getting close. Okay. So let's put this into the story. What is her name? We ask her name. 92. Name is Tina Watson. So we ask Tina what she's doing alone in these hills, and she tells us the story. The miller in her town, he always talked about a temple on a hill where all sources of light flicker away as soon as you get close, and being pretty noisy, being pretty adventurous, she just wants to find this temple. Did any one of us ever heard about this temple? Let's do this with a what? History? Why not? Let's do a history check. The temple has a 15 to beat. Alex, history is 7. 2. Not even close. Tammy, history -4. Tammy is pretty self-centered, I feel like. Her only goal is to get rid of her wolf form, so she only is interested in things that will help her. So nothing here. And Steve was close, 16, but also a -4, 12. So he doesn't know anything about this temple. Now, I feel like, let me see this spell list. We have message, but only on 120 feet. I want more plot lines. Why don't we put that in? So she asks us where we were going, and we tell her we're looking for stone grasp. She knows that we are near. Just go over the mountain and keep walking to the east. Okay, I have an idea. I'm too romantic. Is Steve interested in Tina? I would say it's very likely that he is. Let's get 3 cards, and any S will count. That was close. Yes, he is interested in her. So Steve will take Alex to his side and ask him, or tell him his idea. As a leader, he would have just asked her, but as said, he will step away from this. So he tells Alex the idea that they could ask Tina to come with them to show them the way to Stonegrass. They will get there faster, and as a thank you, he will go with her to find this temple so she does not have to go alone through these woods. He's seen enough to know, or to these mountains, and he saw enough to know that this is dangerous for her. With the bandit clan, Liza that they saw before got robbed. She wouldn't be alone. Of course, that's his story that he's sticking to. Now, is Alex okay with it? Let's say it's very likely. 50-50? I don't know. Let's say it's likely. We need 2 cards and yes. We have a yes. Okay. So, he's okay with this. How about Tammy? So the 2 guys they were outside the camp when talking about this. They said they would go out and look for more firewood, which is hard to find in the mountains, but they were able to. Steve is going to tell her the plan, the same way as he asked Alex. So he will tell her to come with them, show them where Stonegrass is, so they will find it faster, and as a thank you, he will come with her to find this temple and be her bodyguard for the journey. Does she say yes? She would have to go over the mountain again that she just came from. So 50-50? Likely? Yeah, she thinks about not being alone in this dangerous part. So 2 cards. And yes. It's exceptional yes. And we have a shuffle card. Let's see. That was a no. So we have a yes. And our group is growing. We have one more person. We have Tina. And we will see if she can help us find Stone Grasp in the next adventure. I would say yes, because we are so close. And with the help of Tina, we will find it even faster. Let's see where the story takes us. Let's see where the story takes our 4 adventurer. I have a couple of ideas. With that, I feel like it's time for our campfire deck. So we have your past. What was the last thing you tried that you unexpectedly loved? Did that open you up to other experiences? And we have hypotheticals. If you were suddenly in the news tomorrow, what do you think the story would be about? Let me think about that. So, for your past, for Alex, I wrote his whole life, Alex was always good and nice, breaking in and stealing them. That ring for Stella was a lot of fun, but Alex don't know why he feels that way. He would never tell anyone. And let's actually use that also for the second card. It will be amazing if he did not hit the news. Hopefully, that merchant did not add two and two together. Here's my thought process for this. Your past for Tammy. Since she got turned, her whole life depended on getting herself back into a human. The last fight, she had a lot of success with her biting attacks. And although she wants to become a human again, deep in her heart, she actually liked it. Being able to look after herself with a bite attack. No, let me put this in. How can we write this? So she actually loved being able to defend herself with her bite attack when fighting against the bandits. Being a wolf isn't that bad all the time. So hopefully news will hit soon that she is back and that her husband and Andrew will start to fear her when reading or hearing about this news. I'm pretty sure they're aware of her power if she managed to get her goal. And I'm pretty sure for the future that is something we're going to conquer. She has revenge inside her. And pretty sure we haven't seen Robert or Andrew the last time. But with that, I hope you enjoyed this adventure today, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye!